What's up guys, Greg's Gauntlet here, and today we have a very special video. The iPhone X is finally here after a very long wait. Since, back in the September event, I've been waiting for November 3rd to finally come so the iPhone X can get here. After a very long night of waiting for a pre-order, I actually got one in on the first day, so very excited to unbox this. I've been waiting for a new designed iPhone for a long time, so let's go ahead. Let's commence with the suspense and just open this thing up. So let's lift the lid over here. Okay, so the phone isn't exactly on top. Sometimes it's right on top, but this time they have designed by Apple in California. If you lift this packet up, I'm sure there's something in here, but hello. Some Apple stickers. Kind of how to use your phone, but who cares? I'm too excited. I don't want to look at that. Oh, there it is. So iPhone X right here in the flesh. This is the 256 gigabyte model. So here's the phone. Wow, it looks really nice in person. A lot nicer than even the pictures show. So this is the silver model, more of like a white to me because the back's white, kind of silver on the side. And then of course all of them have the black front because it has that bezel-less design and it has the notch. So there's a lot of like camera components in here. You kind of want the black front so you don't kind of see it. It'll look like punch holes if you didn't have that. So let's go ahead and open this up. Do we want to see the other stuff in here? Do we even care? We have headphones, lightning headphones. You have the lightning adapter as well, in case you want to use like headphones, wired headphones. You have your standard lightning cord, which is in USB-A. It would have been nice if they switched to USB-C, especially for people who have the new MacBooks. And of course, a 5-watt power adapter. No fast charger in here. Would have been nice if they included it, but standard charger, standard cable. So that's it. That's what's in the box. Let's go ahead and just look at this thing. So this is the iPhone X. As you can see, you have the vertical camera, Apple logo. Just says iPhone, no more branding on the bottom too, very clean looking. Very shiny on the sides, looks very nice. Stainless steel, I'm thinking, so probably gonna scratch up a lot. Still have a lightning connector on the bottom over here. This is the notch area. You can't see it when it's powered off actually. You can't even really see how the notch looks. So let's go ahead and power this thing on. Okay, so after all that set up, we finally have the iPhone X in hand. It's looking really nice so far. It has that notch again, which is controversial. I've just been using it for a short while. So far, it isn't bothering me at all. But so far, it's looking really good. If you load up like a website like Apple, you can kind of see how the screen goes full edge to edge. You have the notch up here. It kind of displays the time. You have your cellular, wireless, and battery indicators. And if you kind of like go landscape mode, you can kind of see how the notch, now some websites are optimized, like apple.com is optimized for it, so it's not really that bothersome. Everything's really quick and snappy on the iPhone X. Not really seeing too much lag going between anything. I mean, this is a new phone, new setup, has the A11 chip in it, so I wouldn't expect there to be really any lag so far. But yeah, everything looks nice. It's an OLED screen. Let's go ahead and load up a YouTube video here. So as you can see, we have my channel loaded up here with an iPad Pro video. You can see kind of just how YouTube looks on it. Looks really nice. And then if you go into landscape, you can kind of see it'll put black bars over here. So the video actually looks nice, especially if you're watching 16:9 content. It doesn't cut out too much actually, but you can actually go ahead and zoom in and there we go. You can actually zoom in and it'll actually go from edge to edge to kind of give you that full screen experience. You do get some cutoff here, so you can see the 2 is cut off in my video, but it does give you a more full screen experience. But if that bothers you, the cutoffs, you can always just zoom back to the original. It's not too much of a problem watching video. Again, it'll adapt the aspect ratio. Even if you had just a regular iPhone, there's going to be black bars on the top and bottom to adjust the aspect ratio. For this one, you're kind of getting it, right here on the sides for the black bars. But again, you could just zoom in like that. You notice the notch over here, especially when you're watching video like this. It's definitely kind of in like the corner of my head right now, but it's not bad. It looks really nice, and the OLED screen on this looks really great, especially just watching video. Even watching some of my bad videos, they look really good. So let's take a look at one of the newer features. This is Face ID. Obviously, very controversial that they got rid of the Touch ID, but they replaced it with Face ID. So let's go ahead and set this up and see how well this works for our first time. So you can see you have my face here in the camera. You have to slowly rotate your head. I didn't shave or comb my hair, but that's okay. Slowly rotate. Not too bad of a setup compared to Touch ID, pretty quick. Let's go ahead and test it out now. So now we have it. I'm gonna lock the phone. I'm looking at the phone, it's unlocked. Swipe up. The trick here is that you can kind of just immediately start swiping up and it'll just unlock with your face. Trying different angles. Yeah, it seems to work pretty quick. Let's try going farther away. And it works. At that point, I wasn't even looking at it. You have to actually look at the camera and it unlocks. You can turn that off, but it's a little more secure because you're giving it your attention for it to actually unlock. So let's look at some other different changes they made to the iPhone X. So actually, there's no more home button. So say like you're in an app like this and you want to get to the home screen, well, you just swipe up and it kind of just goes back down there. And you can see you just swipe up. It's a nice, cool animation. Let's say you want to activate Control Center. Normally on a regular iPhone, you swipe up and there's Control Center. With this one, you actually swipe down here from the top corner and you have your Control Center. Now you might be asking yourself, how do you get to your notifications? Actually, if you swipe from the other side of the screen, you go to your notification screen or your lock screen. Let's do a quick camera test. Let's see if we just take a picture of something in the room. We'll just take the new Amazon Echo. Let's go ahead and take a photo of that. Pretty bad test just because we're taking a picture of the Echo. You do get those two lenses, which is nice if you want to do a zoom in. And looks good. I mean, it's just a white background with a white Amazon Echo, but yeah, the photo looks nice and sharp. Obviously going to test that more in the future, but yeah, the iPhone X should have a pretty good camera. We will see. I'm not sure if this is translating well over to video, but the screen on this is just really nice. Probably one of the best phone screens I've ever seen. I'd like to do some direct tests in some sunlight and just in some other conditions. It does have True Tone on, which is really nice, so you get the color temperature of the room rather than just having a constant, blue color temperature on your phone. So kind of adjust your eyes, makes it easier to read text and stuff. So it's looking really nice. Video's looking good on it. Super fast, super smooth. Face ID seems to be working really well. The only question is, do you spend, $1,000 on a phone, and can you handle the design decision they chose to include this notch on the top over here? So far for me, it's not really bothering me too much, but that remains to be seen after, an extended period of time of use. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching. This was just a quick unboxing and very quick hands-on with the phone. Definitely going to do a full review later and probably upload some more impressions going forward before that even happens, just because this is a really cool device. It's a huge departure in design in terms of the current iPhone, and I really just want to see what it's going to be like using it day to day. But thanks again for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to my channel, especially if you want to see more iPhone X content. Take care, everyone.